Hey guys, it's B Mostly. Thank you for tuning into my podcast where we're healing from family ties, trauma, and taking accountability for all areas of our lives that may have held us back. I am super excited for you. Today is Mental Health Monday. We are healing from this week, Imposter Syndrome. If this is your first time coming into my podcast, I do appreciate you. If you have not yet caught up on season 1 or season 2, please do. We are in season 3. By January, we will be in season 4. I do appreciate you. Like I said, please subscribe, like, share, comment, ask questions. If you have not yet, follow me on Facebook or Instagram and Twitter. We are healing from that. This is not your first time. You already know I love you. I appreciate you. I appreciate your insight. I appreciate your questions when you guys see me. I appreciate the reposts, the likes, everything. The reach is amazing. I'm just super excited. The healing process has been very eye-opening for me. Like I said in the previous video that I closed last week about the voices, it's been very, very tough for me, but we're gonna push through. Like I said, this week, I was talking to people. They was like, I was, basically strategizing what I'm going to bring, content on the podcast. And someone said, I suffer from imposter syndrome. So I'm like, okay, what is that? And, studying it and, writing my notes down. We're going to be on my my iPad today. Usually we have a whiteboard, but we're going to be on my iPad today. I really was really into the imposter syndrome and taking notes and really getting into it. It's a different thing. We all suffer from it, but I'm going to give you some examples, and plus I'm going to give you definitions, right? So to start off, I'm going to give you a definition of imposter syndrome. And then I'm going to talk about an area that I am suffering from. And then I'm going to give you areas that they have listed for imposter syndrome, if that makes sense. So the definition of imposter syndrome is anxiety or self-doubt that results from persistently undervaluing one's competence and active role in achieving success, while falsely attributing one's accomplishment to luck or other external forces. There is a cure to imposter syndrome, and in my notes it says you need a teacher, you need peers, you need friends, you need family, you need community, and you need coaches. Also in my notes, I have listed the 5 types of imposter syndrome, and then I'm going to talk about one that I suffer from. Okay, so 1 is the perfectionist, 2 is the superwoman or man, 3 is the natural genius, 4 is the expert, 5 is the soloist. Okay, so we heard the meaning, we heard the 5 types. Now I will talk about other types that I've dealt with, but I'm going to choose one for Mental Health Monday, and the one that I'm going to choose is the soloist, right? So for me, in the soloist and reading the cure for imposter syndrome, I would like to say that the soloist was me. I did not believe in help, right? I believe in being solo. Dolo, I got this. I'm going to accomplish this by myself. There's nothing or anyone that can do anything or talk to me about my healing, about my pain, about my trauma. It's 7 billion people on the earth, B. Mosley. Someone is going through the same thing. Someone has worked through the same thing. Someone has healed through the same thing. You cannot be by yourself. I was in an isolation area at all times. I was closed. I would put people through the dumbest tests. You understand what I'm saying? To get inside. The soloist inside of me was just like, I'm good. You understand what I'm saying? I was doubting my healing. I was doubting my trauma. I was doubting that I could be successful in trauma. When I say successful in trauma, I mean breaking away from that, breaking away from anxiety, breaking away from depression, breaking away from all of those things that I talk about on the daily. And with the soloist, I'm like, okay, I'm going to go to work, go to school, get a career. That's it. And not talk about what I need to heal from. We're healing from that never came up at all. That wasn't in the plan. For me, that wasn't in the plan. But I needed we're healing from that, because if I did not get we're healing from that, totally different person, totally non-successful. And reading the definition of imposter syndrome, self-doubt that results from precisely undervaluing one's competence. Like, in the soloist state of mind, like, I'm always undervaluing we're healing from that. Are you hearing me? I'm always undervaluing me being in school for what I'm in school for, right? We'll probably talk about that later. Maybe when I graduate. But anyway, I'm always undervaluing a place that I've reached healing. Like, maybe I'm not really healing from that. Maybe I'm not really worthy of telling people they're worth healing from that. Maybe I'm not really free. Am I really talking about mental health? Someone else is talking about mental health that is more of an expert than me in mental health, or more of an expert in knowing their worth, or more of an expert. You are worthy of talking about healing, B. Mosley. You are worthy, of coming out of the soloist state of mind, because when I was there, I didn't have a mentor. When I was there, I didn't have a coach. I literally had to sit and say and search for my mentor and search for my life coach. Those women that have mentored me and coached me and guided me to be where I am today, I watch them and continuously talk to myself and say, I don't deserve this. That's imposter syndrome. You don't deserve to heal. You don't deserve to be in that place. Am I doing too much when I'm talking about this on the podcast? Am I doing too much when, is the light good? Do they really hear me? Can you hear me? Maybe I can just film videos and record on my own and not post it. Crazy things like that. Being a soloist and really down in the isolation box, I wasn't growing. That's fact. Like, I wasn't growing in a solo, nobody was hearing what I was thinking inside. So when I started talking to people, that's what they're saying, community, coaches, mentor. When I started talking to these women, they were like, no, do this. No, you need to, plan this way. No, you need to be productive this way. No, you need to talk to your family this way. You need to talk to your friends this way. You need to network that way. Are you understand what I'm saying? Are you hearing what I'm saying? There are things where, and the soloist, for me, how I analyzed it, reading up on it, I was suffering myself. I was, continuously in this place where there's no way this is getting off of me. This healing is getting off of me. This brick is getting off of me. This, we know a brick, right? I have analogies. I have, I have ideas, and I go extreme when I have analogies. So, a brick, right? And when you're building a brick wall and you're laying the cement down and you're continuously bricking it and it's getting hard and it's sticking, that was me. Don't ask me how I broke it down, because usually when you're breaking down brick walls, it has to be just pushed down by a steel ball on the construction site. That wasn't for me. It was brick and cinder blocks, brick and cinder blocks, brick and cinder blocks, cement after cement, brick, cinder block, brick, cinder block. Like, it was no breaking me. It was no breaking anything outside of me in the soloist's mind, in the soloist syndrome, imposter syndrome. I was thinking like, listening to other people podcasts, if they was talking about healing, comparing myself, she just sounds so good. Ooh, they sound so good. Do you hear that music they got? Do you hear, do you see? And I was just like, who cares? You understand what I'm saying? Am I really going to get over this trauma? Am I really going to get over these feelings? Am I really going to get over these voices? Can I go back to being solo? Can I go back to no networking? Can I go back to no community? Can I go back to blocking a mentor or a life coach? And what sense would that make? How is that helping you? How is the doubt really, really helping you? You understand what I'm saying? How is this syndrome that you are in helping you? Doubting yourself, doubting your business, doubting your mental health, doubting your healing place, doubting what you post on Instagram, doubting what you post on, Apple Podcasts or Anchor Podcasts or any other podcasts out there, doing what's working for you, and you're doubting that. How is that working for you? How's that beneficial? It's a lot when it comes to imposter syndrome. But the thing, like I said, the thing that I was suffering from is the soloist. I wanted to be on my own. I was healing on my own. You cannot do that. You have to have a strategic plan when it comes to healing, a strategic plan when it comes to letting go the different areas that you are suffering from and doubt. Suffering from when you don't think you're worthy of the healing, or you don't think, your mental, you don't think that, you don't think that your mental health is worthy, or you don't think you're worthy of freedom, or you don't think that you being intact or not doubting yourself. All kinds of things. You understand what I'm saying? You have to fix that outside of you. There is no more doubting it. There is no more, can I make it? Get those around you. As you heard when I said, in my notes, it's a lot of notes we're gonna tackle with imposter syndrome. But community, friends, family, teachers, and coaches, you need to be around someone. You can't do this work by yourself. I can't do this podcast by myself. You can't heal by yourself. I can't heal by myself. I have to have community. I have to build a brand to talk about these things. I have to break the soloist out of me and bring in group mental state. You understand what I'm saying? Letting someone in, trusting someone. I'm not saying go willy-nilly and go on Instagram and like, okay, that's a life coach, I'm going to talk to her, she looks good, whatever. No, analyze, talk, have conversations, have a free consultation call. All of those things you need to we're going to heal from that imposter syndrome. And like I said, for the soloist, it was just me and only me, and I'm good, and I don't gotta heal. Me and only me, I'm good, and I don't gotta be in a place where, someone is reading me or someone is guiding me. I didn't need none of that. That's a lie. Me and only me, I felt like, I've been through too much, so there's no way I can tell you how to heal. I hope that this helps somebody. And on Mental Health Monday, what I suffer from is depression. That's one thing that we talk about. One thing that I had suffered from is depression. And being in a soloist, that will eat you alive. Depression feeds off of you by yourself, feeds off of you. Oh, you're doubting yourself? Okay, and you're going to sit in that. People that are suffering right now in their mental health, being the soloist and being by yourself, you feel as though you can fight by yourself, and you can't. Like, I will fight with you. I always say my DMs are open, messages are open, and we just need to push and strive for better. We have to make it. We are in times right now where everyone is suffering all together, in the personal life, in the world, marriages. Like I said this in my last episode, like we are suffering a lot and we suffer a lot. And the thing that bothers me is that we know that we're suffering, but we're not working to get out of it. I'm quiet and no one's here, but like that you're suffering from something, and that, yeah, whatever, I work on it when I get there. Okay. You need to take that accountability. That's what I say. Taking accountability for all areas of our lives that may have held us back. You need to really, really take accountability and attack those things that you are suffering from. How long do you want to suffer? And that's for me as well. How long do I want to suffer from being a soloist? Or how long do I want to suffer for being in doubt? Or how long do I want to suffer with questioning my abilities? You are questioning your ability to heal. You are questioning your ability to start a business. You are questioning your ability because someone do it better than you. Or you're questioning your ability and your success because someone is, it looks golden over there. They're fighting, they're fixing it, but you're fighting yourself and not fixing anything. The soloist was fighting herself and not fixing anything. You understand what I'm saying? I just hope that this episode was an eye-opener to you. We are going to dig so much deeper in the imposter syndrome. Like I said, I do hope that this was an eye-opener for you. I hope that this was, getting the role on having strategy on how you're going to heal from the imposter syndrome. Next time you will see me will be on Worth It Wednesday. You guys, I will be posting the videos either between 12 a.m. or 5 a.m. so you can guys have enough time in your day to watch, the videos. That's my commitment to you. Like I said, today is Mental Health Monday. We were healing from imposter syndrome. See you in the next episode.